What's up guys? So we're here today at the Braille House and I'm doing a video that I think is kind of interesting and people ask me questions about a lot. It's the famous or infamous, however you want to look at it, suspension trucks. What is a suspension truck, you ask? Good question. It's basically a truck that is not solid. Like, let's compare it to a regular truck. So you see a regular truck is just completely solid metal. Now if you look at it, this one, it's not completely solid metal. It has this bent shape so that when you land, like this one is very stiff and hard. This one, when you land, it compresses. It just gives you a completely different feel. And people ask me, how do you recommend suspension trucks? After skating them for a while, the way it occurred is we got them for a game of skate. They sent us a box and then we set my board up and then I just decided, hey, I'm just gonna keep these. Like, what the heck, you know? It's different, but I don't really care. And after riding them for a while, there's one principal difference that I noticed that caused me to skate these over these. Only one difference. And for me personally, it has nothing to do with the fact that they absorb impact when you do tricks downstairs. It has nothing to do with the way they grind. It has nothing to do with how fast they go when you're skating transition. And I think all of those things are factors, but for me, none of that made a difference because I don't really do that stuff that often, to be honest. I'm more of a filmer. But there's one thing that I really liked about them. When you ride on rough ground or any ground, these are so much smoother. So much smoother. Like if you go out on rough pavement and you're rolling around, the way they're designed absorbs so much impact. And normally you can only get that smooth feel when you're skating on like a longboard, you know, with like big soft wheels, and you don't get that when you're skating this. When you're skating this on like a rough ground, it's so much vibration goes up into your leg, and I don't like that, especially if you're doing like a long skate. I noticed with these, it's completely smooth. Well, it's not completely smooth, but it absorbs so much impact, and I just noticed that like when I would go back to this kind of trucks, I wouldn't get that, and I'd think, I wish I missed the suspension trucks. But I haven't really noticed any other differences. I haven't noticed like, I mean, I've landed a lot of tricks with them, like I learned how to tray flip and hard flip, but I don't really think that it was just these trucks. I think I could have done it on these ones as well. But for that specific purpose, I like these a lot better. So, you know, if you like to cruise around a lot and you don't do a ton of tricks, like I would definitely recommend these. If you do tricks, I mean, maybe these would work better for you, but I just don't know. I have two really talented skaters here. I have Nigel. Behind the camera I have PewDiePie. So they can give a more like, and you guys have been skating for years and years and years and years, and they've tried all kinds of equipment. So I'm gonna have them do the skating in this video. I know it's kind of funny, but I wanna get their opinion on what they think when they switch over to a suspension truck as opposed to a regular truck, to see what they think about it. But that's why I particularly like them, that main reason. It's kind of cool. Avenue sent us special hardware for these because, you know, because of the suspension, like the way it works, they send us these very small bolts. So that's sick. So you can see, get an idea of what it's like to set these puppies up. I'm going 4 bolts. It's gonna be a long, hard day. I give up. One thing for sure, like, I know, pick that truck up and tell me what you think about the weight of it.
Things are heavy.
It feels heavy, right?
Yeah.
Here's another thing about these trucks that I noticed. Like, you can set them up normal on the top 2 bolts, just like you would do with a normal skate tool. But on the bottom bolt, because of this thing, I noticed that you have to use a different tool. So you gotta make sure you have one of these around if you're setting it up. And you don't have to use a drill, you can just use like a regular screwdriver. But in order to grab that bolt, this is what I've noticed. Avenue said that they were working on like, I think a special tool to fix that. So they might have like a special solution for this, but just a heads up. But it's really not that big a deal. Like, once you set your board up, it takes like an extra 1 second, and you just have to have, a lot of people have that tool laying around their house. You guys should like this video just for the fact that we're doing 8 bolts. I mean, that's enough to give it
Oh, you found it?
at least 50,000 likes. All right, so you can see the suspension trucks are now in. I'm gonna do some tricks because, you know, I should at least do a few tricks.
That's the best ollie I've ever seen. It looks so difficult when you skate them. Ew, nice.
Okay, okay.
Nice.
Front shove.
Front shove.
First try.
That was it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fist. Go for heel flip, yeah. Commitment. It's all about commitment.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, right. There it is.
Kickflip.
Kickflip. You got it right here. That one. Come on, Lance. Oh, there you go. There you go.
It's all about the weight. Woo! Okay,
No
those
way.
are like the basic tricks that I can do. I also did a lot of other tricks on these, but I have not been skating very much at all. I've been filming and editing like a lot, so that's all I'm gonna do. I know I look stiff when I skate, but Nigel doesn't.
I do look
So,
stiff when I skate.
tell me what you think about it. Have you ever skated these before?
Only here one time.
First impression.
They're bouncy.
Okay. You wanna try a couple flat tricks?
Feels the same. It's just, it feels like very bouncy.
Fabian, you wanna try it a little bit? Have you ever skated this?
Yeah, the second time I tried it with rubber wheels, but that's like a huge of a difference now.
Yeah.
Like I can try with normal wheels now. It's definitely bouncy.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, it feels a little heavier though.
That was good. What about ollie up to 3? See if it makes a difference.
If you jump somewhere down, you will definitely feel a difference. But right now, for tricks like that, there's not really like
Impact.
impact exactly. That's
So
the
we should
word.
try the 5.
We should try the definitely.
This is the moment of truth.
You can definitely feel it absorb impact. This part hit that part.
Oh yeah?
Boom.
Oh yeah, you know, I don't think in my first set that had this little pad
Little
here.
pad there.
So that's a new addition.
Yeah. You can definitely feel it. I mean, it doesn't really mess you up.
Does it feel more comfortable? Like you would absorb,
It
like
just absorbs more impact.
you feel like
so
your joints would feel better if you skated that?
my joints are already done. So
if
for
you-
me, no. For somebody, probably yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the bounciness, it's crazy.
It just absorbs.
Yeah, it absorbs a lot of impact.
Pop shove it.
I
Nigel's
don't even
trick.
know if I can do that.
This is your trick.
That's my trick.
Yeah, you
That
can
is
do
by
it.
far your trick.
That's the hardest part, is adjusting to how heavy it is.
Describe the feeling.
It's hard to describe, because on a normal board, when you land, I mean, you're gonna feel impact, and it hurts your feet like a little bit. This kind of just absorbs everything. You can definitely feel the bounce.
I'm telling you though, like the best feeling is when you ride it on like rough pavement, I swear.
Let's try that. I want to try that.
Yeah, we can try that. We'll have to go outside though.
Do 180 real quick.
Okay, let's do 180. Nice. Okay, let's go outside. Grab your board. We're gonna compare riding on the pavement. Okay, so this is Fabian's normal truck. So roll on the ground a little bit. This ground is not that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty perfect. Wow.
It's a lot smoother, right?
Yeah, it is.
You can hear it.
That's unbelievable. That's definitely different.
That's so weird.
Right?
That's so weird. It's a lot smoother.
Okay, so you can see what I'm talking about, right?
Definitely.
It's completely different. It's like riding a longboard, but you're riding a regular skateboard.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that
it
is-
feels like you have like soft wheels or something, but it's like
I think if you
Yeah.
have a suspended truck with like soft
Dude,
cruiser
it
wheels,
would be amazing, right? I've never tried that
probably
before,
the best filmer board you
but
can get.
exactly. If you had this with soft wheels, you'd be flying.
rubber
gliding.
wheels.
That right there is the reason why I like these trucks. You know, when we'd skate from like one spot to the next, I would feel like I'm cheating because I have those on, you know? So that's the #1 reason. I haven't noticed anything else really that seems like a huge difference, but that's a massive difference. So if you're like a cruiser, you like cruising, or you're a skater and you just want a softer ride, definitely recommend them. Now, let's try grinds on these and see how they're different. What do you want to do? Hit the hubba?
Yep.
Then we'll get 2 reviews here, the grind itself and then the impact from landing.
Feel anything at all? It's crazy.
Oh yeah, let's hit the rail. And then I think we could do like maybe a game of skate. Let's see how the trucks affect the board slide. There you go, front Smith. The problem with this rail is we sprayed it with Teflon and it's just never been the same.
It's never been the same.
We need anti-Teflon. First try, Nigel Jones on the Smith. All right, that was sick. So, how do you feel like they grind?
Good. Good.
Just always say good.
Fabian loves
If I could
them.
speak English like him, I would say like, I would speak like a...
We'll never know because he just can't speak English like him.
Do need bigger wheels though. And make it easier to lock in.
Hey, let's not make fun of my wheels, guys.
Yeah. See, wheels and bearings. Trucks. Very good.
What do you think about a flat ground game of skate? You guys down? You know people are gonna ask.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
So why don't we just get out of the way now? Because we don't know when Fabian will be here again. So let's do it while we're here together.
Ha!
I always lose. Always.
Counts. Wow. Suspension bolts. This is a great game here at the Barrel House. Suchus versus Suchus. Chicken credit card Aki. Cherry teppanyaki. Fabian pulls it together.
Okay for me.
Okay. Somebody's been practicing their heel flips. Thankfully you had suspension truck, so you never would have been able to do that.
Never, never, ever. No commitment. Come on, one more try. I want to see that. You can do that. I knew it. Yeah.
You guys just witnessed a powerful moment.
Yeah.
That moved me. That was fun to watch. Okay, well that was a tie between Fabian and Nigel. But in all honesty, have you lost a game on Braille?
Not yet.
You have not lost a game on Braille.
We might have to play a serious
Next week
game
we're
of
gonna
skate.
play. So I hope you guys like that. So the honest review of suspension trucks. I think, this is my opinion, they are really good for riding around. Really, really, really good.
Oh, yeah,
I think that
definitely.
if you put those on a longboard with longboard wheels, it would be the best ride of your life. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think that what would improve them is if they were a little bit lighter.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that could be super improved. I don't know how, I know they put a lot of work into making these, and it's probably not that easy to just make them lighter. I'm sure they use certain materials that work best, but that would be awesome. And also it could be just a little bit easier to install because that part is a little bit tricky, but it's really not that big of a deal. I think those 2 changes would make them super awesome. What about you
Definitely,
guys?
yeah.
Definitely.
I think the
I
same.
agree. I concur.
They feel a little heavy, that's what I mean.
Well, I think Fabian really liked them.
I love them, yeah.
Would you use those? Would you switch
I would
to
use them.
That's the biggest
I think
question.
for me they have to be a little wider. That's what I feel like.
Well, they make them in different sizes.
If
Yeah.
they had light ones,
You would
Let's
ride
get
them? Really? Okay. So you would actually switch to these, like full blown?
I would, definitely.
Wow.
I mean,
There
you
go.
can save your feet actually at the end. You know what I mean?
Well, there you go.
And at the end, you just have to get used to it, like with every truck, with every new truck.
Yeah. So these are made by Avenue Trucks. They are the same guys that sent us the glass boards, 2 glass boards at this point, and the glass wheels and everything. So check them out in the description below. You guys can order a pair if you're interested. Huge thanks to them for sending us those boards. That was so much fun, and that completely changed our channel, those videos. So thank you guys. Subscribe to Fabian. Follow Nigel on Instagram. The link will be in the description below. Subscribe to the Braille channel. Leave suggestions for videos below. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Definitely check out Skateboarding Made Simple. It's available on all these platforms, iBooks, BrailleSkateboarding.com, and Google Play. It's the most comprehensive video we've ever made, and it teaches skateboarding better than anything else out there. You won't be disappointed.